Okay, abusuya ene lawyer Tsatsu Tsikata wakwa kopiemu ewo Supreme Court. Abusuya aha gossip politics so den ena ama lawyer Tsatsu Tsikata top NDC lawyer akwa kopiemu ewo court. Momi yanko na yanko hwe video na etese owo Supreme Court. Abusuya na ba de dientia emane kopiemu ewo Supreme Court de abremo. Abusuya subscribe like share ma afofonso ensa into me enke be mumianko na yankonko hwe lawyer Tsatsu Tsikata awakwa kopiemu ewo Supreme Court na sa lawyer okokopiemu Supreme Court na echese asem ko mumianko ba de dinti okokopiemu no. Okay, abusuya sa NDC lawyer ena echese yekokohu no ewo Supreme Court abusuya dinti ena okokopiemu ho yede ebremo na mobekaya Kpandai rerun of elections abusuya Supreme Court adjourn case no edehye ne final ruling no ne na eno enema sa lawyer ekokopiemu ewo Supreme Court na NP sa case Kpandai rerun of election no High Court NHS declare say yanko rerun na after say o declare rerun no it's a case no so kopiemu o Supreme Court ene Supreme Court na ase no abusuya o say masa o say rerun no o ma kwahye rerun no mom yen ready de edaso na abusuya Supreme Court quashes High Court ruling that annulled Matthew Nyandam election as MP for the Kpandai constituency. Abusuya entino Supreme Court wabo sa rerun of elections enke ba be baso ewo Kpandai no. Abusuya wabo atu agu tisia no Matthew Nyandam ono ena still MP edema Kpandai constituency. Abusuya momi yanko na yanko nkoti Dr. Rashid Tanko nsem bia ode tuja efa on subscribe like na share ma afofronso ensa into me enkebi.
So the person that they brought for the 2024 is the one they are bringing back again.
That's your target is DMB.
Of course, okay. I'm saying that.
So what if DMB doesn't win and then Ken wins? So you have no strategy for
the thing is straightforward. I've been in this game for a very long time. In my experience in this game, I don't need to be in classroom to tell you about this experience that I've gathered over the years. I've been an election officer since 1996 for the party. So I've gone through the mill in this business, okay, for all this while. And I can tell you clearly, and that is why when I'm making my projection, when I'm speaking about election, I'm confident about certain things. I know what I'm talking about. I can tell you this process is properly designed for DMB. I don't expect any surprises. No, at all. In any case, should there be any surprise, that surprise will only lead them maybe to a second round. Of course, the DMB will still win. Because looking at the area of people, it appears about two other candidates in there are just a proxy or Ponzi candidate for DMB. They are in there. If you look at their posting, their outlook and other thing, it's just DMB line.
There are five.
There are five, but two of them.
So we take two out.
I'll take
the rest
out.
Of the three.
The rest of the three are just one-sided.
They are puppets.
I say they are just one-sided.
Of DMB, so to speak. Yes. In quotes.
It's a well-orchestrated plan. You will even see what they are doing, their output, and then their attack is rather on one of the candidates. If you look at two of them, they are seriously attacking one candidate. They are not even talking of.
So we have two leading candidates.
Yes.
And the rest three, at least two of those three, yes, they are attacking one of the two.
One of the two. It's very clear there.
Is it a riddle?
That's why I'm saying that there's a Ponzi game being played out there. It's a strategy. You see, when you are going into this business, it's just like the 2024. You saw some political parties contesting. They were being sponsored by the ruling government then. They brought them there. We go to an IPAC meeting and you see them, anytime they are singing, the chorus come from them. So it's a plan. We do have all these things where you sponsor some Ponzi people to come and be singing your song and pretend that they are also political parties. It's just this thing they are doing. Two of them is Baumia people. And they are seriously watching, assuming, because, you know, the last time he was just on the touchline. And with this 38.2%, they are not sure whether he can still make it over the 50% that they are looking at. So should that thing happen, then the two of them will quickly declare and that we are supporting Baumia. Are you getting that? That will force the other person, who is also independent of himself, to now look at the two, where he can do a political marketing. That is what they are doing. And so it's a clear strategy that has been played out there. But we, as a political party, NDC, we are watching on the touchline. We are watching closely. In fact, I was telling Dr. Tsatsu, my good brother, that they should, and then one of the committee members, that we want, if they can give us accreditation as monitors or observers.
The NDC?
Yes, of course. Why not?
You want to go and observe for the...
Yes, because we don't trust what these people are going to do. You need to observe and tell Ghanaians the truth. Because you know that one of them says...
The candidates have observers. We have the Electoral Commission managing the polls
for them. But you only have observers, independent observers. Anytime we are doing, they are accredited, is that not true? We are public institution or agency, of course, organization, and we want to observe, okay, the processes. Because we've heard one of them saying that he's going to set up anti-rigging squad. One of the candidates.
Anti-rigging squad?
Yes.
Who said that?
It's Kennedy Japan. He said he was...
He believes the election could be rigged?
That they rigged him. They rigged the election the last time. He mentioned that he got some place 104. And they wrote 14 for him.
I think I heard that.
Yes. He's been saying it. And some place he got 75 and they gave him 0. So he doesn't trust these people. And that is why he was saying when they brought the document for him to sign, he indicated he wasn't signing because they expunged some clause. And they were forcing when anything happened, they should accept the results. How can I accept such a result, anything that happened there? And
the perception by the DMB camp, and then those who are the larger number of MPP supporters, is that the NDC seem to be supporting Kennedy. And so the refrain is, if the NDC, maybe social media commentators and then public commentators seem to be going towards Kennedy Japan, it means that DMB is the person.
The question is, have they gone to play the tapes of Kennedy Japan attacking NDC and this leadership? They should go and play the videos. If we are going to support somebody, it's not going to be Kennedy Japan. Look at it. He didn't even mince words in attacking His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He said a lot of things.
That he burned his house.
Burn his house and our national chairman and all that. He has been saying all these things. And when he was saying, they were clapping for him.
I don't understand.
The MPP guys, all those people, they were clapping and enjoying his expressions. When he was attacking judges and all that, they were happy with him. And so when has he become the darling boy of NDC? We are saying that this political party MPP, they have planned the thing, cooked the thing, and you see the internal democratic credentials of each of the parties. It's important that we must question what is going on there. It's very important because, like my good brother Solomon said, should they get into office, are we not going to pay our taxes to them? They manage our taxes for 8 years, wasted everybody's time and all that, and now they are struggling. You see, instead of them to do soul searching, they are angry for power. Why are they angry? Should be questioning that thing. Why are they so desperate to come back just after losing the election and getting 38.2? They are struggling to come back. My good brother said I shouldn't say 38.2. I don't know why he has issues with me. Dr. Zato is always...
Yeah, he said
I should have his...
the accepted results. That has been gazetted.
No, but when we lost in 2016, another thing, they came out and they were all over this. They've beaten NDC over 1 million votes. Did they beat NDC over 1 million votes? What are they talking about? We know that we collated the results. And our results is very clear. We have our results. We have, look, MPP tell them they should bring their own results and we see. They don't have. In 2020, we had our own results. By 10 p.m. that night, we had finished them. And our results was reading 38.2. It was very clear. And that's why Dr. Baumuya had to quickly run and accepted the result, because he knew that if they were to come out with their own results, it would even be worse. And so for that one, that is what we have. We collated our results, we had our results, and then our results pointed to 38.2%. And it's very clear, the records are there. Until the 9 other constituency came in, and then up to now, they are still struggling to put out these things. So, Dr. Zato, I am not cooking figures for you. That is what we have. And that is what our database is telling us.
Dr. Zato, are you on stream? Dr. Zato? Okay, so we'll try and call Dr. Evans Dria. He did the polls predicting that we're going to have the polls going the way of the, I think the one at number one, right? And all that.
Kennedy, Paul.
So at the end of the day, it also means that for you, the United Party, you need to get your act together.
We are more than getting our acts together. Let me say that ever since they started their process, the number of people that are registering at our website, and for the benefit of your viewers, our website continues to remain www.unitedpartyghana.org. I can tell you that a lot of them have started joining us, that they know it is not going anywhere. This is only a fiction.
For real?
Oh, for real. I would never lie for any reason. They know that what they are doing is not going to get to anywhere. They know the party has not learned anything from it. It is only a process to rubber stamp Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on Saturday, impose on them for their own personal parochial interest. Either than that, how can you go into an election and lose heftily like that? No proper research, no reorganization. All you care about is to bring a flag bearer. Now, when you bring the flag bearer, for the next 3 years, what is the flag bearer going to do? What is he going to do? That you're going to go around and campaign that when I was in power, the cedi to the dollar was, 17 cedi, and now it's 10 cedi, so I was better off. Is that what you want to subject your flag bearer to? That you let your flag bearer be going around and say that when I was the head of economic management team and the vice president, a liter of diesel was being sold for 23 cedis, and now it's being sold for 9 cedi, and so my government was better off. Then you subject your flag bearer to the Ghanaian and say that when I was in power, the debt to the GDP was 65%, now it's about 45%, so vote for the MPP. That you go back to Ghanaians and tell them that, oh, when we were in power, we dug that big hole that brought in economic emancipation. So vote for me, vote for the New Patriotic Party. That when he goes around, he will be confronted with the issues of corruption, and he will go and explain that, oh yes, it was a good idea that someone swindled the country 2.4 billion at the national service. Someone led us to SMLD, someone led us into PDS, someone led us into the National Cathedral, and the former finance minister, happily so, has run away to the United States and is not coming back. Is that the campaign message? Is that what he's going to go around and be telling the people of this country? That's why the top-down approach, whichever you look at it, I heard Professor Michael Kwe yesterday with Beatrice defend the position. I think one of the problems of the day of the party is Professor Michael Kwe. The titles are misleading the party.
Titles?
How can you?
He's an experienced
politician,
what academician,
what experience?
Reverend,
what experience?
Former Speaker of Parliament.
Christ in me, that as a former speaker, as a former member of Parliament for Dome, he could not use that experience to back his own son to win a very safe seat. Dome Kwabenya, safe, they lost. You understand? That after losing by such a hefty margin in Dome Kwabenya, what you could advise the party is that they must embark on a top-down approach to maintain the very delegates that elected a very weak candidate called Dr. Mubawia, who led them to a very hefty defeat, and that process and that system is good. How can you advise a party like that? And that is why he is a professor, another professor by name, Professor Fribourg, what he says, no, these are fake members of the party. By fake members of the party, probably was referring to some of them. And that the virtual members who believe in the ideals and the principles of the party do not believe that the direction in which that they are going will serve the interests of the party. And I believe that they have shot themselves in the foot. They are never going to come back. They are going to play relegation matches with the CPP. And the United Party will continue to do what is right for the people of this country. And that, as I've admonished the youth of this country, it is time for us to have a paradigm shift, to move in a different direction, so that we will taste a different government, a government that belongs to you. The youth of this country today are no more interested that I was born into this party, born into that party. All that the teeming youth of this country cares about is that they have been given a very good job, good jobs that can pay them so that they can rent, marry, and live a decent life. That's all that they are calling for, and not what they are doing and treating. That when you come and employ 10 people from each constituency, how does that help the economy of Ghana? How does it help?
This is an internal election. I'll say that again.
Okay, abuzuan we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway so Supreme Court ruling and yede brema lawyer Tsatsu Tsikata okoko piemu ewo court no sa rerun of elections inti emanoko piemu ewo Supreme Court o lawyer bia on tie entry team na o trinity bia na chese asamana kon abuzuan unsubscribe ya subscribe like na share ma afofron so ensa into me enkabi aha gossip politics so medamase